Well, speaking of James, I think it's a good time to bring up the NRA's what they would like their main defense to be in this case, which is the political aspect of this, right? You mentioned the politics of the NRA at the beginning of the show, but obviously a lot of people dislike how the NRA operates in its political activities, but many people like it too. It drew a lot of people to the organization as well, and their argument throughout this has been that Letitia James is politically motivated. And to be fair, she did say on the campaign trail that she wanted to investigate the NRA because she believed that it was a corrupting force for the country. She literally said it was a terrorist organization, and then she did try to dissolve the organization as part of this action. She wanted to shut it down, essentially. And so, the NRA has tried to raise that as a defense in the case, but that was rejected by the judge and an appeals court.
It's been rejected.
Why was that? Yeah, can you explain that for listeners?
Yeah, the reason it was rejected was that there was no causal connection between what she said when she was running for office and harm to the NRA in terms of this lawsuit. She's not, if she has a First Amendment right to say what she wants when she's running for office. But the courts have said there is absolutely no indication that what she said has harmed the NRA in terms of this lawsuit. And every judge has reached that conclusion. And the NRA keeps bringing it up again. It's a loser.
Yeah,
and court, that's right. Why it's been ignored. Yes,
because I think
it has no impact. You have a judge who's making a decision, or a jury, not what the attorney general is saying or claiming. She lost on dissolving the organization,
right?
Because one reason it was not ripe, because they hadn't really made the appropriate conclusions that were accepted by the court that it deserved to be dissolved.
Right. And the court found really it would have been harmful to the members who are supposed to be the people that the AG is suing in the interest of. I mean, that's where, obviously her public comments would seem to conflict with the stated goal of her role in this case, which is to protect NRA members. If she's saying that they're a terrorist organization, like at least from the public eye, that looks really bad, don't you think? But I guess it
may look bad politically. Yeah, legally, the courts have said it means nothing. She was running for office and said all sorts of things, but it doesn't really impact on the case because you have judges or juries. And she has proven not, and the fact that the terrorist thing is really ridiculous, and I don't think she should have said it. But politicians, when they're running for office, say a lot of things that they shouldn't say, and it really hasn't hurt the NRA. And what has hurt is when the sorts of things she's uncovered of abuse has hurt the organization, because members have said, what am I giving my money to this organization so this guy can, send his family on private jets to go on vacation? And I think that's what's hurt them when it's come out what the people who run the organization have done, and when LaPierre has gotten rid of many of those people. And also the legal expenses have been outrageously high. And some of the lawyers have been friends of LaPierre.
Sure. And so, I guess to crystallize this, her comments made on the campaign trail don't matter in this court case because she has evidence of actual wrongdoing that aren't related to whatever political opinion she holds of the group, right? Is that essentially what's going on?
Yeah, I think so. And, there's legal action going on now against a former president who's claiming that the people are all biased against him, they're racist or whatever. And that's going to be irrelevant. It really is. It's going to be the facts, and were facts, was the law violated? And it's the same thing with the NRA. And in fact, LaPierre has said that he was wrong.
Right. Yeah, at least on a limited basis, right? I guess their whole thing is,
Yeah.
he admits wrongdoing to a degree, and the NRA admits he did wrong to a degree, but not to the same degree that the AG is accusing him. And I guess that's what's left for the judge and jury to decide here, right? Who's telling the truth on that point? Okay.
Yeah. And also, LaPierre may face criminal indictments under state law. I'm not sure that that's over with.
For tax evasion?
I mean,
for what?
Yeah, for stealing funds, misappropriation of funds that belong to the organization. It was a piggy bank.
Right. In your experience, how often do civil cases like this one translate into criminal charges after,
Not very frequently. And the reason is most individuals do not want to get on the wrong side of the attorney general and rush to try and settle. Another thing that happens often is that when the attorney general or other legal officials go after an organization, it's very hard to recover that reputation or the mojo that the organization had. You think of Susan Komen, the Race for the Cure. They had some problems. They really haven't just been what they were. And that's one of the problems the NRA has, that they've been very, very hurt.